Hey guys, so here's another video I created for the Enduro conversion I have. I wanted to give you guys an update of like some of the specs on the 26 amp hour battery that I built from batteryhookup.com. In this video I kind of went through the three gears in particular. I added a little voltmeter basically to tell me what amp draw I'm drawing, and I'm using the GPS on my phone to give me an accurate miles per hour. So in this first part I mostly just drive around my cul-de-sac, and the little amp meter I'm using is hooked up to one of the 10 cell packs, so it's only half of what the actual battery's doing. So right here in first gear, as soon as I hit the speed bump, I go full throttle, and the highest reading I get at full throttle in first gear is about 80 amps, and it levels down to actually first gear is 100 amps, and then it levels down to about 45, cruising at top speed of 26 miles an hour. So the top speed I was able to get in first gear is around 26 miles an hour. And like I said, just cruising, if you just go full throttle, it's about 45 amps. And then I switched to second gear, kind of the same thing in my cul-de-sac. It's like right after I get past the speed bump, I'll go full throttle. It's a little hard to see, but the max readings I got in second gear, it pulled about 140 amps at full throttle accelerating, and then it leveled out at about 80 amps, and it ended up going around 33 miles an hour, I think was the top. Right there you can see 33 miles an hour, and that's about the top I could get second gear to go, flat and level. And like I said, it pulls about 80-ish amps if you just go full throttle all the time. So then I went out on a more of a major road to test third gear. And, again, a lot of things to consider. One is that I'm using those 26 amp hour batteries with pretty thin nickel plating strips on them. I didn't add extra, which is what I've done to the new battery, and I think really the wire gauge is pretty small too. So I think some of the biggest limits with this battery in particular is that it's just not able to transfer that much current through the thin nickel plating that comes with those batteries. It's really designed more for lower amp applications. So here I'm just turning onto the main road, and I accelerate fairly fast, but I actually get to a stoplight. As soon as I pass the stoplight is when I go full throttle, and the highest I could get full throttle, it pulled about 180 amps. Again, I'm sure it's because of the lack of ability to transfer that much current, so 180 amps, and then it settled down to about 140 amps. So I ended up pulling about 140 amps if I just kept it full throttle. And the fastest I could get it to go, according to my GPS, was 46 miles an hour. So right about there, it's like full throttle. It's pulling 70, but it's actually double that if you look at it, because there's two batteries. So it's 140 amps cruising in third gear, 46 miles an hour flat level. And not a ton more to accelerate, just because like I said, the battery can really handle more than that. So I've been driving this for 6 months now, to and from work, 4 days a week, and it's held up really well, and it's stayed really well balanced. I still use the little external balancer when I charge it every day, and I charge it. Well, I only charge it once a week actually, because it's a short commute. So I usually charge it once a week, and I just charge it with a 1.5 amp charger, just a cheap little $10 charger with the balancer. And that setup, you know, it obviously takes 6, 7, 8 hours to charge it, but it works really well, and the batteries have stayed really well balanced. So I've been really happy with the performance of those batteries for what I'm doing. I did build the bigger battery that I'm going to switch out soon, so I've been meaning to do this video just so I can have comparison and give you guys an idea of what it can do, and if you want to go with the inexpensive batteries, or if you want to spend the time to spot weld more nickel on it so that you can use thicker gauge wire and get more power out of it. But so far this Enduro has held up really well. It's been a great little commuter for me, and it's worked really well. This motor I haven't had any issues with, the controller I haven't had any issues with, and the battery, you know, is doing really well for what it is. I'll use it in the smaller quads and stuff once I put the bigger battery in this, but figured I'd give you guys an update of what it can do, and hopefully I'll have another video up for you soon of the bigger battery and see how much more performance I can get out of that, since that one I spot welded thicker nickel metal onto it and used thicker gauge wire and everything. So, and it's a 60 amp hour battery, so it should be able to deliver quite a bit more power. So that will be very interesting to see how that goes. But again, you know, if you want to do an electric conversion on the less expensive side, I think this is a really good option that can get you into an inexpensive commuter or something, or a toy, and it's worked good for me. So, all right, thanks for watching.